Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I've got a gentleman here that's got a 2021 ZL1. And what's that color?
Shock.
It's called Shock? All right, so gentleman here is being very nice. Let me walk around his Camaro ZL1 with a stick shift in it. And did you buy this brand new?
Yes.
So during the pandemic, did it take you forever to get it?
Yeah.
Did you actually factory order it?
No, I got lucky. It was being delivered to a dealer in Alabama. I had it shipped up here.
Wow. Okay, so on the ZL1 package, I'm not a Camaro guy. I'm not in depth with Camaro. Okay, so I don't know this like I'd know a GT500 or a Dodge Challenger, Red Eye, Hellcat, all that stuff. So is this a 6.2 LS2 motor or something? What motor is that?
It is an LT4.
LT4.
Yes.
LT, not L. So LT4. So what cubic inch do you even know?
It's a 6.2.
6.2. So what do we think that is, like a 382 or 374, something like that? Okay. So the person actually ordered this at the dealership or a customer. Is this like everything you can get on this car? I mean, I don't even know.
The only thing I didn't get was the red seat belts.
Okay, so as far as a ZL1 package, what are even like, is there really even much of a check-off list?
Yeah, I got the 1LE package, which is a $7,500 track package.
Okay, so you get the nicer, you get the race tires.
You get the blacked out hood. You get you get the suspension upgrade.
Really?
You get the wheels are specific to this vehicle. You get the canards, exposed carbon fiber hood, and the wing in the back.
So I've seen the ZL1s with the lower profile wing, so that's not the $7,500 upgrade package. So when you say suspension though, are you saying the different shocks, different springs? Really? So it's radical. So this is truly the track car. Okay, so this is really designed out of the gate, you can go to the track. And maybe change out the tires, maybe, but that would maybe be about the only thing you maybe do to it.
After about one track meet, you're going to change out the tires.
Okay, all right. So it looks like you did something to the exhaust though.
Yeah,
you changed it out. So the original just wasn't good enough. Really, it's a little lame, right?
All right, still too quiet.
Does this have the adjustable exhaust though?
Originally it did.
It did? Oh, really? So it had the butterfly flap or whatever to change the different notes, but no way. Okay, so these tires, this is, you know, I'm a motorhead to the max, and I talk about tires. So you know in the winter months, you're not, in 30-degree days, you ain't driving this car. It's not going to connect.
It doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, this is a summertime. That's summer track tires, period. You cannot. Even in the rain, I would be concerned in a heavy rain in this vehicle. You're going to be in the ditch, right? So how many miles are on it?
5,400 miles.
Okay, so this is definitely a weekend fun vehicle.
Yeah.
Not to take it to work or go grocery shopping. All right, so why do you think the journalists, besides you watching the Nuremberg whatever video, right? I mean, for your own personal experience, why do you think this car is always looked at as the flagship of the pony cars, and even to a degree the muscle car, even though I don't know how you can compare a Dodge Challenger Hellcat to this, if you know what I mean. But I mean, what would be, what just sticks out that makes you think it is what it is?
I mean, it's a great track car, and just look at it, it's obnoxious.
Right.
You know, if you're going to buy a car like this.
But does it radiate that? Does this radiate race me?
Yes.
When you get in the car, it just is like, I want to go racing.
It does.
That's how my GT500 was. It truly just gave that feel if it's a race car. Because it's so tight, it's low to the ground. Now, do you have the Recaro seats in it?
I do.
Can we look inside here?
Absolutely.
I mean, for the Recaro seats for me, they get very uncomfortable. These don't look too bad though. These look pretty good. Okay, but you probably have you do have electronic. I'm surprised for the weight safe, you know what I mean?
In '69, when they came out with the ZL1 originally, you couldn't even get a heater.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, you couldn't get it with heat, AC,
Oh
nothing.
my gosh,
They were
wow.
stripped down. They were strictly a track car.
So
this has got all the creature comforts. It's
we got the suede and the leather and this red stitching. And do you have different modes right there? So what are the different modes? 3, 4 different modes?
sport, touring, track.
Okay, so in the Ford product, it's so strange. The Ford product, when you're in normal mode in a GT500, it's lame. When you go to the sport mode, it actually opens up the motor. So it isn't just about the suspension or the noise. It's truly the ECM is letting you have the power. It's weird. I have the Ford Bronco, Raptor, and I have Ford trucks. I have Ford Raptor trucks. It's crazy.
I love this.
It's crazy on how the Ford product opens up more energy. But on the Chevy side and the Dodge side, I don't feel that. It's the same. It's a different suspension, maybe different exhaust note, tighter steering, all that stuff. But it doesn't feel any difference in the power. So am I right on that with the same thing here?
No, this thing opens up. You really feel
So
it.
the sport
It
side
tightens up
does.
the suspension.
So you think the sports side opens up the ECM for more power? I don't think it does.
I don't think it does anything. It's got so much power, even if you dialed it down several
Right.
notches. But it definitely tightens up the suspension. It firms it up, so you definitely feel that.
Right, and a tighter steering wheel.
Yeah.
But you have the mode to go probably normal, sport, and comfort, right?
Yeah.
All right, so 6-speed. So first gear 0 to 60, you're going to get the gold. Remember the previous generation Z06? You can stay in first gear, go to 0 to 60. Does this have that gearing?
Yeah, no, you're going to run out of room.
So you're going to have to go to second.
Yeah.
Okay, so because I had the Z06 Corvette, that was like the C6, and you could be going down the highway at 70 miles an hour and tone it down a little bit and drop her into second. It would be crazy. So does this car kind of have that same type of capability, or is it, because as you know, this would be a 10-speed auto. Is it even available in the ZL1?
You can get an automatic in this.
You
In
can.
fact, there's more automatics than there are manuals.
All right,
It's like 6 to 1, I think,
right.
roughly. Don't quote me on that, but there's a lot more automatics. Now, when this first came out, you could only get a manual.
Okay.
So in, I think, 19 or 20, you could start getting an automatic,
Right.
and that quickly took over.
Okay.
So everybody's getting the automatic. Now, I'll say this, the automatic is quicker. It's faster, there's no
Right.
doubt.
Yeah.
But nothing beats shifting a manual. It's just so much fun.
Okay. Let's go to your hood. We got to see the engine, because this can turn into a long video and people want to see your car. So these are not carbon fiber wheels.
No.
Okay. Carbon fiber right here. Is that real carbon fiber?
No, that's not carbon fiber.
It just has the look.
Yeah, this has a look.
Okay.
That's not.
All right. So there is LT4. You haven't touched it. So what is the power of this motor?
650 is what it's rated from the factory.
Okay. And is in the guys that are tuning them, what are you hearing? Any numbers out there? 700, 800, 1,000?
Easy.
Okay, the
I
Hennessy
heard
product.
860.
Okay, so it does have the hood induction air, but is it more about just cooling the motor? Because there is your actual your air cleaner. Where is that coming in? Okay.
Now this here, I still left the rain guard on there. So if you track it, you're supposed to take off the rain guard.
Yeah, for the
Which I
heat.
yeah, and so you'll get more heat out. But
So it doesn't get the heat soak.
Right.
Because remember the good old days is the first like Z06 Corvettes, 2004 and 5, 6, 7, whatever the model years, they were getting the heat soak. Remember those stories? A lot of unhappy brand new Z06 owners. All right. So here's your little tow hook in case you're doing your thing.
I keep forgetting to remove that. They left that in there when it got delivered to me.
It gives you a
and
character.
I keep,
You gotta leave
I
it
keep
there.
forgetting it's there.
That's all right. So on the Camaro side versus like the Ford GT500, okay, the golden ticket, you got the carbon fiber wheels. You got a much more. I mean, so the GT500 to me is an incredible track car. Do you really think, for the average guy, would buy the GT500 or this car? Which do you think would be the better fit for him? What would be? Do you think would be more commanding and not crazy?
I think the average guy's not going to track it anyway.
Yeah, but
So
what
it's
would
all
you?
bragging rights.
Right, it is, but I think that in the end, I'm just curious if you feel like this is a more confident.
I just want to hear what it sounds like.
Yeah, go ahead. We got to get some noise here. This is all with the noise, right? This isn't an electric vehicle crowd, is it? No, I didn't think so. We came to the right meet. So I'm just curious, driving that C8 Corvette, the gentleman here kind of, why did you walk away from the C8 Corvette? Kind of not thinking, nah, this is me.
It's too refined.
Mm-hmm.
It's a gentleman's car.
Really?
Yeah, it's too refined. This is more brute.
Yep.
Look at it. They got pissed off with it.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. All right, we got a little noise over here. All right, 2021 ZL1 LT4. It's called the performance package. What do they call it?
It's a track pack.
Track pack. Gentleman here is very nice to share his enthusiasm and his love and his passion for what is a Camaro, and it's sadly going away.
24s last year.
Yep.
And they're not making any more 1LEs either.
So you
So
got
this package is gone.
yeah. So you got a vehicle that, as time progresses, has significant value.
GM's already announced that they're not producing anymore.
Look at this here. There's a track guy there. That guy's all about wanting to race. Wow. Before we wrap this video up, the gentleman here is going to crank her up to share with us his nice tunes. So she got here. Is it going to do it? Are we going to get it? Ignition. Launch. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking. Ah, look at this guy here. Look at the smile on this guy's face. It's all about the exhaust. Oh my gosh, that's badass. That is exhaust. I can only imagine going down the road, it sounds like. Yeah, so in a C8 Corvette, you don't get that. Inside the C8 Corvette, you do not get that engine exhaust note back in the car because of that engine being behind you. It totally kills that interior, what you love to hear. So you change out the rear tail lights, right?
No, they're stock.
Stock, we put LED bulbs in them. What'd you say?
LED marker lights.
Oh,
that's it.
okay, all right.
And they're
So-
smoked out.
Right, okay. Good. All right, we'll wrap this video up. Thank you, sir, for letting me admire your nice Camaro ZL1.
Thank you.
Yep.